This is 1 shilling, which since the late 17th century remained the annual pay of a British soldier through the 18th century, much to the chagrin of reformers who felt that army pay should keep up with inflation and growth since the late 17th century. Now, while this is the value of a shilling, or 12 pence, 12 pennies, this coin is not necessarily what a British soldier would have received for his pay. Not only was a lot of the pay maintained by company officers who would record what a British soldier was receiving and allocate money for other needs over the course of a campaign, and then ultimately cash him out when he needed to. But the British soldier actually didn't receive this 12 pence, this shilling, as his pay, because half of that was deducted for other purposes. Part of it went to pay the off-reckonings of the regiment, that is, the money that was authorized by Congress for his clothing. So, in effect, part of his pay went to the clothing that was on his back. Now, the benefit of this ultimately was that while he wasn't receiving this payment, after this year, when new clothing was received, that older clothing was his because he had paid for it out of his wages. There were also other aspects of the pay that went to fund other things, including a general fund for the Chelsea pensioners, which is really one of the only kind of social safety nets available in the 18th century for soldiers. The military hospital at Chelsea and a similar one in Kilmainham in Ireland provided a place for older soldiers who were worn out in the service to get something, some small amount of pay after their military service. Beginning in the late 17th century, this is one of the very few places that people who had gone through a career could find some support after that. The military hospital at Chelsea still operates to this day with veterans of the British Army. But in the 18th century, a British soldier would have been very lucky indeed to have been admitted as an in-pensioner at Chelsea. More likely, if he applied, he may have gotten an out-pension, which would have given him a small amount of money to subsist himself. Maybe not enough to live on, but enough to augment what else they could in recompense for his service in the military.